Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from the 5th of April to the 11th of April 2020. And this is for you coming from Capricorn. First, let me show you my email address. Here it is. Send me an email if you wish to have a 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years in all areas of your life, based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll give you a lot of other information as well later on. Sunday, the 5th of April, is going to be a lucky 24 hours for you. You're going to have the opportunity of saying something very important to people who will value it very much. So, communications assets are all yours. Even if you can't be out physically, use the computer, use the WhatsApp, use information technology to get your message across, because it's going to be a very important discussion you have with somebody, which is good. Evening and nightfall, the planets of impulsiveness are there. So you're going to say something impulsive, or you're going to meet somebody out of the blue. And even if you can't be out, tell yourself to use any kind of medium that you can have, the computer or the phone, and say things that you want people to hear. So these are very business minded planets in the morning and afternoon. So talk to people who can help you in business, talk to people who can help you in job. Monday, the 6th of April, you have another 24 hours of good luck. It's a working day. And if you are in a country where there's no lockdown, then be out and meet people. At your place of work, you will do very well. If you are under a lockdown, then use the computer and use other forms of information technology, because you'll be very creative in what you say and you'll be very lucky to meet people who will hear it as well. So the good luck can reward you in the morning and afternoon in many ways. If you're in business, send messages or speak to people for business contacts or even to win contracts. You will be able to get that. Evening and nighttime, also excellent. Now the planets of communication are all there, and they want to help you to communicate to get something good for yourself. So speak to people that you can get business from, speak to people you're working for, and you will see that what you say is going to be taken very, very specially well by them. Tuesday the 7th, Tuesday the 7th April. Well, that's not going to be a very good morning afternoon. You have to be careful. You cannot be daring to expose yourself to any kind of health issues. You cannot be daring to say and do things against the management. Stay away from people who endear you to anything of a secretive nature. Try to stay away from people who have bad habits. And at your place of work, if you go to work, then tell yourself that you have to be careful that people are jealous of you as well. Evening and nightfall turns much better. And evening and nightfall is when you can get plenty of reward. Reward in the sense that whoever you meet will be very helpful for you in any area of life, be it the job, being the business. And if you can't meet these people physically, then you try to meet them using information technology. Wednesday, the 8th of April, is going to be a very lucky morning and afternoon, and you're going to do very well with whatever situation you are. Communicate to your bosses of your plans and how you can help the business. Communicate to people in that you are doing business with, and that's going to be very good for you as well. It's going to be a excuse me. It's going to be a very valuable morning and afternoon in many ways. Use information technology to send your plans across or to discuss things. Evening and nightfall, you have to be cautious that health issues may harm you and that troublesome people may be there. So you have a danger of accidents as well. You don't want to be out in the evening nightfall. And if you are out, then you are exposing yourself to any kind of health issues as well. Because the evening nightfall, one should trouble you a lot. Excuse me. Thursday, the 9th of April. Well, it's going to be a very valuable and lucky 24 hours. And this 24 hours is going to produce plenty of good contacts, whether physically or whether on the internet or whether on the phone. So whatever you do in the morning, afternoon, tell yourself you have the possibility of saying very important things and getting your message across. And tell yourself whatever you do in the morning, afternoon, meet people, whether even if it's on the internet, meet people to talk about your plans and talk about your ideas. And even if you want to meet people for a personal kind on the internet, do so. If you are not in a country where there's lockdown, then be out and about and meet people. Evening and nightfall is going to be very lucky as well. You're going to have the chance of saying and doing something very important in the evening nightfall. And you can do that on the computer or on the WhatsApp or any kind of information technology gadgets. Be busy, ask favors throughout the whole day, and you will see that whether contracts or whether offers of any kind, even chase for the romance that you want. Friday, the 10th of April, you have to be careful in the morning, afternoon. The planets of arrogance are there, and difficulty is that if you try to be arrogant, you're going to lose out on many things. So avoid being a person who wants to criticize. Improve your tolerance, improve your teamwork in the morning, afternoon, and you'll be able to do much, much better. Evening and nightfall, excellent. You're going to have the presence of saying things and doing things in the evening nightfall where people will want to hear you, and that will be great. You have a wonderful time in the evening nightfall with whoever you are. And if you are in a country that allows you to go out, then do so and socialize. If not, then you socialize while you're on the computer, while you're on any kind of visual media that you can get hold of. Because you are going to say something very important and do something very important. You might as well do so while connecting to people you want favors from. Saturday, the 11th of April, this is not good in the morning and afternoon. Disappointment waits for you in many, many ways. So the last thing you want to do is to take charge. There's also a planet of arrogance there. Don't show your arrogance either. Well, you are going to lose out in whatever you try to do in the morning, afternoon. So be part of a team rather than wanting to stand out. Don't take charge, don't make plans. You are also at risk. If you expose yourself to risk, you can be at risk. So if you are in a country where you shouldn't be out, well, don't be out then. Play very safe. Evening and nightfall, there's a whole gang of planets that actually want to make you arrogant. And so you will feel that way. You will want to feel superior, you may criticize. And you will, of course, not wanting to be a team. Well, that would be all very wrong because these are negative planets. So try to be part of a team. Try to sit back and let others organize whatever it is. That would be much better for you. Now, this 90-minute session, which I speak about, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years. And I will do that by having your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And with all that information, I'll be able to work something wonderful for you for your next 9 years, show you how to gain the energy that's within you, the supernatural energy that some people call the soul, some call it the spirit, some call it the guide, is there. And it's all a matter of us contacting it and connecting with it to be better than the rest. And I will show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers and your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions. I'll give you all that information in the 90 minutes, which will only cost you USD $50. Well, I look forward to hearing from you one day. Until then, I wish you a good week. Thank you and goodbye.